turned out to be his only podium in the sport. However, the race weekend saw him set some world firsts in the process. Maldonado became the first Venezuelan driver to start from pole, finish on the podium and win a race.
Well, good evening, guys, and welcome to Formula 7 Racing. We are live here for round 14 of the Fantasy Division here at Spain, and we are here for a sprint race today as well. So looking forward to see what that will bring us. We do have someone coming out of the pits, and I do believe that looks like a Lotus racer. So, oh, I can hear myself. Sorry. Right, lovely. I think that's probably going to be Banana. It is typical first one out of the pits here in qualifying. It is a short qualifying here in Fantasy. But yeah, everyone else sort of staying put right now. Banana is straight out though, so we'll stay on board with him. And yeah, as you guys can see, we do have quite a few reserves in today. Unfortunately, we've had a few last-minute dropouts over the course of the day. But yeah, some new faces here for the Fantasy Division. In F1 Legacy, Nat Mobile, Rapid. Lewis is back. It's always good to see Lewis on grid. And we have Nath Clark in as well. And Jalen here has joined the Fantasy Grid full time, and he'll be racing alongside Kim at Samsung, as of which unfortunately Roik has stepped down. But yeah, a couple of changes. We'll see what today brings. Yeah, Pera, I can't believe that PS4 set on fire. But hopefully you can get a new console sorted for the weekend's race, maybe next week. Yeah, just let us know, mate, what's going on with that. You see Banana here just getting the heat into his tyres, preparing for his first flying lap of qualifying. And here he comes. Up to the start finish straight, keeping his foot down. So we've got to do around that corner. DRS enabled, and he starts his lap. So we'll stay on board with Banana. He has got a little bit of traffic ahead, but hopefully they will stay out of the way. And they do as he comes down in towards turn 1 here. Keeping it nice and safe. Doesn't take too much that curve there, but he is just looking to set a banker. So we'll see how he does. F7 Jack obviously retiring as he is serving his quali ban today. So we'll be starting from the back of the grid for the sprint. Yeah, here we go. Banana coming up around turn 5 there, I think that was. Down towards 6 and 7. Always an easy place to spin here at Spain. Around the fast right-hander. Oh God, just moving to the right-hand side of the track there. He has got someone else up ahead of him as well. As he comes into sector 3, obviously set in purple sectors there. He is the first to do a lap. Hope he doesn't get too much dirty air from this car in front, but he might get a little bit of slipstream towards the line, so see if it helps his lap at all. It's a 1:11.6 from Banana. That is a good first lap. Let's see who's coming up next. Does that be right? It is, but he is just starting a lap. There's a lot of red cars on track today. It's not Reese, it will be Jalen. There he goes with 1:12 dead. So he's joined the team today. Wouldn't have had as much practice with the rest of the guys. Let's see how he does over the course of the session. See if he's right on a lap. Reese just starting a lap. And looks like we'll have a reserve up next. Is that Lewis? It is. Lewis is on a lap. He's coming through sector 3 now, and he's just set himself a purple sector 2 in his lovely purple car. So here he is, Lewis W, coming around the last couple of corners here. Not even tapping the brake. That is great from Lewis, and it's a 1:11.3. Brilliant banker from Lewis. Is that Fear Jack up next? It is, and oh my God, the livery. Oh, as he goes at 1:11.9, I've just got to have a look at this. This is Freedom Eagle Racing. Unfortunately, Sam the man was not able to make it today. Something last minute did pop up, but it was his teammate. And wow, I'm looking forward to see the pair of them on the grid. Yeah, definitely going with the American theme with this new team. I did miss B right cross the line, so he's put it in at 11.8 so far. FDI, I think, obviously made a bit of an error there, but I think he's going again. As Reese goes quickest with a 1:11.1. That bright pink car looks like Rapid to me. He's on an out lap, so he'll be just starting now. And AJ Mackey, another joiner to the grid. He's done very well with the TITS livery there. Obviously his teammate of Jake not racing today, but AJ Mackey now a full-time racer here in Fantasy as well. So it looks like Nat Mobile will be up next to the line. You can catch him coming around the last couple of corners. DRS enabled. Oh, and he goes quickest again with 1:11.1. That's very, very close with Reese there. Hardly anything in it between provisional pole and provisional P2 right now. Sorry guys if I do sound a little bit stuffy, I have got a bit of a cold if you've noticed. And Kim crosses the line with a 1:12.6. It's a good banker from the bronze driver. UD now improves, yep, with a 1:13. And I missed F1 Lexi come across that, so it was with a 1:11.4. So I think that will be Rapid set the next lap. Yeah, 1:13.5 from the silver driver. Last minute reserve here, so again, not much practice. I think AJ Mackey just went a little bit quicker there over 1:11.8. So, oh, where's he gone? Oh, he went top. I was about to go down for Lewis, but there he is. His first to get into 10s, 1:10.9 from Louis Baptiste. Great, great lap from the Porsche racer there. Who's the other yellow car? Oh, it's Undertaker Dylan. It's Undertaker Dylan in a different livery today. He's just using the basic one. But obviously still racing for Armalite, just having to use a default one today. I think that is Kim coming up. So going into the pits, he is. Yudi will be next, but I think he'll be going into the pits now as well. Is that Lexi? There's a lot of purple cars here today. Sorry guys, bear with me. Into the pits for Lexi too. And Rapid obviously just set his lap, so he'll be going into the pits. So yeah, most people going in now. They've set their bankers. There's a few down at the bottom that haven't managed to set a lap yet. Dylan is one of them. So he's setting a purple sector 2 there. Stay on board with Dylan as he comes through sector 3. See if the Armalite racer can get a good time in. Oh, damn, that lag for Dylan. I thought he was going to go straight off the track there, but he does hold it. And he comes through to set 5th for now, but 11.3. We've got some yellow flags, so that's someone coming off or just moving out of the way. Fear Jack up next to start the flying lap. Yeah, sorry guys, taking a little break, don't want you to hear me blowing my nose. So here we go. Got a couple of others on laps as well. I think that is Jalen on a lap. Seems like everyone's setting purple sector 2s. I don't know if that's just the game. But here we go. Jalen coming up around the last couple of corners. Lifts a little bit there, keeps it nice and valid. Up he comes to the line, and that is a great improvement from Jalen, up to 7th with a 1:11.5. Who's that up next? Is that, no, yeah, Dylan going into the pits. We've got a couple of red cars. Not Jalen, because we've just been on with him. So Reese is on an out lap. Wait a minute, you're all in red cars. It's B right up next. There we go. Comes up to the line and stays P10. I think, as we know, Ben was racing on his wheel over the weekend, and I think he's sticking with it today. So yeah, good time for Ben. on his wheel. He's a teammate of Nathan here, still yet to set a lap. So we're looking to get something on the board. Oster and Dennis as well, still in the pits. No lap time set. We've got 7 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. So Matt Mobile starting a lap, restarting a lap as well. Lewis is on a lap coming through sector 1. Nave Clark, it says he's on a lap, but he's got to be on an in lap there, I think. Just taking it nice and slow. So yeah, up next will be Rapid. He is going to start his lap. Fear Jack just behind him here. He is on the tail end of a lap, so we'll stay on board with Jack as he goes into the pits and straight into the wall. Oh, I saw that come in. Jack. That was one way to do it in Spain, straight into the pit wall for Fear Jack. That is his qualifying over. Kim comes across the line for 1:12.6. I can't believe I got that on stream, Jack. I've done that so many times myself. That Louis. Yeah, Louis just starting a lap. It's not Lexi. It was Reese. I keep missing Reese. Reese goes fastest with 1:10.7. 2 tenths faster there. I do know this is one of Reese's favourite tracks to see how he does in the race and the sprint, but so far looking good for the incompetence racer there. Provisional P1. Oh, I missed him again. Rapid. Crossing the line, he does improve up into P11 there. Next up, I think, is Yudi, but he will be starting a lap. Now another red car. I hate finding out which red car it is. It's Nathan. Nathan has set a lap. He's got 1:11.777. He's into the pits here. He will get one more lap to try and improve. Kim into the pits too. Louis is on a lap, see if he can improve. Oh, it's just not enough. He does improve, but just not enough to knock Reese off the top spot there. These guys are just having a fight here for that provisional P1. Brilliant, brilliant times from the both of them. That Mobile into the pits here. Who's got the baby purple? There we go. It's Lexi. F1 Lexi up to the line and goes P3 at the moment from 1:11.1. The last minute reserve. This guy's setting some brilliant times without the practice as well. Edie looks like he's doing a double warm-up because he's about to start his lap now. Still hasn't got ERS enabled. I don't know, he's on a lap, but he's not got his ERS enabled, so I don't think he's going to get any improvement there. Dennis and Oster still to set a lap at the moment. Dennis coming around, he's a bit out of sync with everybody else, but this will be his first lap of the session. Here he comes, the Lotus driver around the final corner. DRS enabled and up towards the line, and it's only good enough for P5 there, Dennis. And that's Nave Clark starting a lap there. There's a whole bunch of them all up ahead, I'm not really sure. On the mini-map, just there's a big cluster of people, but it all looks like it's been sorted. So yeah, I think that's Yudi. I don't think... Yeah, he's still got 100% ERS. He's into the pits. I'm not sure what that lap was from Yudi. Maybe he just forgot to put it on. But he is into the pits now. The AJ Mackie up next. Catch him as he just starts sector 3. No, he's not happy with that lap into the pits for AJ Mackey. So it will be Dennis next, but yeah, he'll be on an in lap. It's not Dylan, so it will be Oster. Oster coming through sector 3. He's going to do a 1-lap shootout here for qualifying. Unable to set a time at the start of the session, so it's all or nothing for Oster as he starts his lap. Got a few drivers behind, we'll just see who that is. So it's P. Wright, he is on the lap here. Managed to get his way through the traffic. Can he improve from P14? Does. He goes P11, we'll run 11.6. That'll be Banana starting a lap, and then Kim starting a lap as well. So Oster will be the next to cross the line on a flyer. We'll stay on board with Oster. So here he comes. DRS enabled here. He's got a little bit of traffic ahead. They get out of the way nicely as he goes into sector 3. Just a little bit skiddy there. Oh, it's going to cost him. Just a little bit of wheel spin there as he went into the turn. He's coming through the last couple of corners now of sector 3. And up towards the line. Let's see what he can do. Only enough for P8. Nath Clark up next, and he goes P3. Is that Reese behind? It was. I don't know if Reese improved. Oh, he's starting a new lap, so Reese just starting a lap now. P right in. So I don't know who's up next. I think it's Kim. Kim stays in P17. B right has retired from the session. That's all he can do. Yudi is now doing a lap with ERS enabled. It's a good shout. That Lewis just starting a lap. Up next is AJ Mackey. Everyone's kind of on out laps. I think that's going to be Banana though. Banana might be on a lap. It's not Banana, it's Dennis. And he was just starting anyway. No worries, I keep catching you guys when you're just starting. Oh no! Nathan Oster have had a collision. 5-place grid penalty for Nath, that is. He's not going to be happy with that. Dylan doesn't improve, he stays in P8. That was Reese. Damn, missed Reese again, but he does go even quicker. He's got a 1:10.6. That is absolutely rapid from Reese. And it'll be Banana next. Up he comes into the wall. He wasn't happy, did not improve obviously. Just like to finish his laps dramatically. So Yudi will improve from P17 as he comes up to the line. He doesn't. He's going to stay there. Into the pits for Lewis. AJ Mackey doesn't improve. Rapid up next. Is he going to improve? DRS enabled, he's coming towards the line. He does, he just jumps AJ there. Dennis coming up, does he improve? He does, he goes P3. And that's Lexi into the pits, couldn't improve. So there are still a couple of drivers out there. I think it's Dylan and there's somebody else alongside him. I think it's just an AI car. So that is it, guys. For qualifying for Spain. So there we have it, guys, your qualifying results. So we have V10 Reese in pole position. Starting alongside him will be Louis Baptiste. Dennis and F1 Lexi on the second row of the grid, with Nat Mobile and Lewis on the third. Undertaker Dylan and Oster with his one-lap collie there, starting on the fourth row of the grid. And Jalen and Banana on the fifth row, the two silver drivers there. Then you have B. Wright and Nathan, teammates, starting alongside each other in P11 and P12, with the reserve of Rapid, and starting with AJ Mackey. Then you have Fear Jack and FDR UD, with F7R Jack with his qualifying ban. Nath Clark with that 5-place grid penalty. Looks like he got a DSQ there as well. And Kim also got a DSQ. So yeah, a bit unusual there at the back of the grid. But it is time for the sprint race. So it looks like we do have dry weather for the start of this sprint. That's good to know. I don't know. I just knew you were going into the pit wall when I saw you carrying that much speed, Jack. It's easy enough to do. Yeah, it was amazing. Mad skills. Just wait for the players to choose their strategies now. Just grab a quick drink. So here we go for the sprint. We have 5 lights. And it is lights out and away we go. Looks like everybody gets away nicely at the start. A couple of changes in position already, though. Here they come down towards turn 1. Let's not make it 3 wide, guys. Louis is going down the inside of Reese, but that does give Reese the inside line here. Just lost out on position, though. Now Dennis is looking to take advantage. He's here alongside these guys. Reese just getting stuck behind Louis and next to Dylan, next to Dennis. Nat Mobile just watching on F1 Lexi too. Undertaker Dylan as though he's looking for a cheeky move down the inside, and oh, he's made contact with Dennis. There's massive collision there. Dennis is round completely. Dylan to the back of this grid. But up ahead, Louis is still in the lead of this race. Reese is chasing him down there. Everyone else staying pretty much in position. We'll have a look at the position changes actually. Wow, Nath Clark up 10 positions. He had a flying start. Didn't see that. Oh no, there's someone else going off. I think that is it Fear Jack? It might have been Fear Jack. It's a couple of positions down, but yeah, wow. Crazy start so far to this race. We'll get rid of that. So we've finished lap 1. Louis in the lead with Reese, Nat Mobile, F1 Lexi, Lewis W, Oster, Banana, Nath Clark, Jalen up, and F7R Jack now in the top 10 after his driving into the wall in qualifying. So yeah, a little bit of a mix up at the start of this race. It's like Oster is looking to make a move on Lewis, who's got 2-second gap to the rest of the pack up ahead. Oster there, trying to go down the inside. Oh, switching it around, taking the inside line again. They are wheel to wheel here. Going through sector 2, but Oster's just going to have to slot in behind. He just didn't have enough to make the move there. See if he makes it up here on the straight. That's the closest battle on track at the moment. He is side by side with Lewis. Still just going for the switchback here. They're still just wheel to wheel. There's nothing between them. Oh, bit of a slip there from Oster. He's just lost out on a little bit of time, but he does manage to correct it and stay on track. The battle continues, and now Banana is joining up on the back of here, and Nath Clark as well. As you can see, these guys battling up ahead. Oh, they're going to make it 3 wide into turn 1. I don't know, but Lewis is getting swallowed up. Nath's going to go down the inside. He's just going to back off a bit. Banana goes through first. Nath and Oster here side by side. He just slots in behind Lewis, though. 4-way battle here for P5 at the moment. Lexi eyeing up a move on Nat Mobile too. These guys at the front 4, nothing between them either. They are all on the back of each other, with Louis still out in the front of this train. Snap Mobile, Reese and Louis in the lead there, these four. Oh, is that Matt going off a little bit? It's just given Lexi an advantage. He's made it through into P3. So yeah, Lexi capitalising on that mistake from Nat Mobile, who's got a really cool livery, by the way, Nat. That looks awesome. Loving the reserve livery. These guys still battling it out. There's been no changes. Although Fear Jack has got through on Lewis there in his USA livery. So not sure if there's been a mistake from Lewis or just hasn't had enough practice here. Oh, Reese has gone through for the lead of the Grand Prix. See DRS enabled now, down, start-finish straight. He's managed to get ahead of Louis Baptiste. Nath is now sitting right on the gearbox of Oster here. Ooh. You see he wants to make the move, but he's being smart about it. Got to be patient here. Be right through on Jalen. Two red cars going side by side. Be right is just ahead. Dylan's involved here as well, and Dennis after their lap 1 collision. They're both here squabbling it out with the back markers. Well, not back markers. People at the back of this grid. But they're all having a good fight here. Brilliant racing so far. Ooh, you can just see Dennis trying not to hit the back of Dylan there. Dylan going around the outside of Jalen. And he is through before they get around the last couple of corners. I'm sure Dennis will try and make the move here as well on the start-finish straight. They've both got DRS here, but I think Dennis has got either straight line speed or he's just using his battery. Oh, are they going to make it 3 wide here into turn 1? I don't know. Dennis trying to go around the outside and the inside, and he just ends up off track there. Not sure if he had a bit of contact, but he's lost out the place to Jalen. And Nathan has caught up to the back of him here as well. Just behind you got Kim and F7R Jack having a battle of their own. Oh, that's Undertaker Dylan. He's just come off track and back on. So luckily, he was ghosting. He's now got to slot onto the back of Kim. So a lot of stuff going on at the back of this grid as well at the moment. Dennis still chasing down Jalen. He'll have DRS here. It looks like he's going to... Oh, he brakes a lot later. Jalen's going to come back at him though. He's going down the inside here. It's a Samsung racer versus the Lotus racer. I think Dennis is through as they head onto the straight. Let's jump back on board with Oster. Him and Nath still battling it out. Banana as well going down the inside into turn 1. But Oster stays ahead. And swapping positions at the front of this grid as well. As Undertaker Dylan retires from the session in the pits. I think he's just having a bit of an issue with his connection. It's causing him to have a couple of incidents here. Yeah, that's enough for him for the sprint race. Nothing separating the top 4 as Nath Clark is up into P5, starting from the back of this grid. He's gained 15 positions in the 6 laps that we've raced so far. But Oster and Banana are still clinging on. Fear Jack up there as well in P8. Lewis just a little bit behind these guys. Oh no! What happened to Jack? Jack is out. I'm not sure where. Looks like in the middle of Sector 2, and it is brought out a safety car in a sprint race. So that is really going to switch things up. We see Nat Mobile diving into the pits. We've only got 4 laps remaining. I don't know if anyone else will take this opportunity. I mean, if you're at the back, you might as well whack some fresh tyres on. But yeah, safety car, lap 7. So here we go, calming the race down just a little bit, but giving everybody else a chance to get back into this fight. Just make sure you're giving each other the space, guys, whilst under safety car. We don't want any silly penalties. And yeah, Sam, it's literally going to be like a 1 or 2 lap sprint at the end. Depends how long the safety car stays out for. I know sometimes when it's towards the end of the race it doesn't stay out too long, but hopefully we get at least a couple of laps of racing in before the end. We just wait for the rest of the pack to catch up. Everyone is nearly in this train. So yeah, here we go, really colourful grid, all lining up. So Lewis gets a 5 second for speeding into the pit lane. Oh, that is just unfortunate from Lewis. He's gone for a pit stop, he's going to get that 5 second penalty. It's going to absolutely ruin the end of his sprint race. Speaking of penalties, we will just have a quick look, because there's a couple on the lap. So yeah, Nat Mobile and Rapid OG with 3 second penalties. Lewis now with that 5 second penalty. And here's the tyres for you. So most people are on those 7 lap old softs. Nat Mobile there is the front runner of the fresh softs, so he's decided to pit. Kim's obviously stayed out, but Nathan, Rapid, Jalen, UD and Lewis all on fresher tyres there. But unsure if they'll be able to capitalise on that, depending on how many races we've got. And oh no, Sam, yeah, our clocks went forward last Sunday, and I think that's caught a couple of people out that obviously don't live in the UK. So yeah, hopefully you'll be able to make it next week. But I feel like we should have done an announcement or something about that, because bronze race we had Jay's obviously Canadian, he joined at 11 o'clock. And I just knew when I saw him join at 11 it was because no one had told him about the time zones changing. But there we have it, the safety car is in this lap. So Reese is going to get us underway. Got Louis just backing off a little bit there, but he is closing up now. And we'll see when Reese wants to get us going. Obviously the safety car is still out, and Oster has just left the session, and I hope he's able to get back in. Oh god, I don't want to miss the start, but I also don't want Oster to... Reese is gone. Hopefully Oster can join on the original invite. If not, let me know, mate. Give me a tag in the Discord. But Reese is away. No one's been caught sleeping. They're all down into turn 1. These front 4 Banana all race. Banana there in P5. Jack in P6. Oster's losing positions. Oh, obviously I'm going to have to shoot an invite. AJ Mackie is onto the grass. Not sure what happened there. But there's yellow flags waving. That's it, it's Oster's car there, just ghosting. Yeah, bear with me. Oster, where are you? Am I blind? There he is. Hopefully you can get back in, mate. Jalen is through on Kim. Dennis on the back of Nat Mobile. 2. And Fear Jack chasing down Banana. See, everyone would have had a chance to recharge their battery here. So Louis is through on Reese, and Lexi's getting awfully close to him as well. These front 4, nothing between them still, all on the same tyre strategy. But yeah, oh, Nave cut right on the back of Lexi's, had to back out there just a little bit to avoid contact. Reese will be looking, there's just 2 laps remaining, 1.5 laps remaining here of this sprint race. So Reese is chasing down Louis. He's not going to be happy that he's lost the race lead. He's got a couple of laps here just to try and take it back. We've got some yellow flags at the back of the grid. I think that's AJ Mackey again. There's bananas through on Nat Mobile. Nat is coming around, going a long way around, and he's back through on the Lotus Racer, back up into P5, but he's now lost touch with the front lot here. That's Dennis. Dennis is down into P13, P15. He's got to have had contact there with somebody. Reese going for the move into turn one on the final lap. Just a little bit of wheel bang, and he's going to have to take the escape road there. But he does let Louis back ahead. See, that was probably the smart choice there, not wanting to cause a collision between the two of them. Good racing. Reese is through on Louis. Oh, just a little bit of a wheel bang. Louis went off track there. These guys are really getting their elbows out, and that might open it up for F1 Lexi. So they're coming up through sector 2 now. These guys battle it out. It could be anybody's win, just a slight mistake, and it could be over. So Louis still in front for now. Reese, I don't know if he's going to have another chance, but he's sticking to the back of him. Nat Mobile is through on Nave Clark as well. He's taken that P4 position. But here they go. Who's going to take the win here for the sprint race at Spain? I think it's going to be Louis as he moves. Yeah, moves across. So Nave Clark gets P4 in the end with Nat Mobile with that 3-second penalty. Banana up into P5. Fear Jack, brilliant recovery drive after qualifying, up into P6. Nat Mobile losing out on a few positions there, down into P7 with his penalty. Nathan up into P8 and his teammate would be right just behind him in P9. Jalen in P10 with Rapido G in P11. Yudi up into P12, and look how close he finished with Kim there. There's nothing between them. Lewis in P14, and I'm not sure what happened with Dennis there, but after a brilliant race down into P15, Oster still not back in the session. We'll shoot him another invite. Oh, or not. Yeah, there we have it. Bit of a crazy sprint race there. There we go. This will be your starting grid for the feature race. So Louis and Reese still starting on the front row of this grid, but swapping positions there. Lexi and Nave Clark on the second row. Banana and Fear Jack will be starting on the third. Nat Mobile and Nathan on the fourth. B Right and Jalen round out the top 10 with Rapid, UD, Kim, Lewis, Dennis, Oster and AJ Mackey. There, and I think it's DNFs from F7R Jack and Undertaker Dylan, who will be starting at the back of this grid for the feature race. Yeah, Oster, I will just oh god, yeah, I know it's going to put you on default strat. I'll just try and send you an invite straight away. I've sent you a couple there, mate, so hopefully you can jump in your car. Obviously, we don't have Formation Lab on due to the issues that we've had recently, so you're in. Brilliant. Hopefully you can pick your strat. Ugh, sorry guys, still feeling a bit stuffy, but didn't want to miss this. Not a sprint race around Spain. It's a great track for racing. So just wait for everyone to choose their strategy. It is looking a bit cloudy. So here we go. We have 5 lights here at the Spain Grand Prix, and it is lights out, and away we go. Again, it looks like Lewis gets a better start. He is going over to the inside to cover off Reese there. Lexi eyeing up a move, and Banana already up into P4. Oh, they all go side by side there through turns 1 and 2. No changes, but Nat Mobile. Oh, Nat Mobile is through on Lexi. Lexi having to go off track there, is losing out on a couple of positions. Snap Mobile up into P4 now, and we have a VSC. Why? Why? Oh no, Oster. Oh, dude. Managed to get in, but I'm not sure what happened at the start there, but Oster is glitched out of this race. Glitched. Oh. It's so unfortunate for Oster. I don't think anybody else lost out too much off the start. Still have VSC. Just watch your Delta guys. You don't want to get a drive through this early on in the race. Yeah, Banana had a good start there, up into P3 already. Obviously Lexi lost out on a few positions. Everybody else through pretty cleanly. And we are go. So here is Louis still ahead of Reese. Banana right on the back of them, and Nat Mobile looking for a move on Banana here as it goes down the inside. And he's through on the Lotus Racer. Oh god, sorry guys, hang on. Sorry, I'm back, so yeah. Nat Mobile through on Banana. Fear Jack and Nathan up here at the top as well, and Lexi will be looking to make a move on Nathan. And there he goes, he's got his ERS enabled, and he's through before they go into Sector 3. Reese still sitting behind Louis there. Oh no, is that Fear Jack? He's lost a couple of positions. It looks like he stayed without damage though. So it's lucky for him, just looks like he went off track a little bit. Reese now looking to take back the lead of this race after losing out to it on the sprint. And he's right on the back of Louis Baptiste. Nat as well, looking for a move. Oh, brakes a little bit later, but manages to avoid contact there with Reese. It's now gone down the inside. That's not going to make it around the outside. Reese stays ahead, and they stay in position. Banana just watching from behind, and Lexi is closing up that gap that he lost out on. Nathan is doing well. He's holding it in P6. He's now got Jalen on the back of him. So he goes, overtaken, enabled. It's going up, down the inside of Nathan, and now he's up into P6. Nathan's got his teammate of B Ripe sat just behind him, and Fear Jack is down into P9 after that mistake. Lewis W is currently chilling in P10. We have a reserve of Rapid OG in P11. F7R Jack has got up into P12 after DNFing in the sprint, so he's made up a few positions from the start. Dennis has got a monster drive ahead of him to catch back up into the top 10. He's currently sat in P13. Yudi's into the pits already, so I'm not sure if he's had some damage. Dylan's not participating, I don't think, in the feature. He's having some issues with his pedal, so I'm guessing he didn't manage to get that fixed. No, it looks like Yudi's not getting a wind change. She's just going for a change of tyres. AJ Mackey needing a wing change though. So Dennis up into P11 now. I think there might have been some collisions ahead. Yeah, Nathan down into P14. So Nathan must have been caught up in an incident there. He's managed to drop all the way down to P14. I think he was in P7, so he's lost out on 7 positions there. So front three still neck and neck. Banana as well is right on this train. He's got Lexi coming up on him now. They've both got DRS, but it looks like Lexi is going all out with the battery, making a move on the Lotus Racer as Louis goes through on Reese there too. Can Reese come back at him coming up to turn 3? He's literally pushing him around that corner right on his diffuser. And now Louis stays ahead. These guys are having a brilliant battle so far. Nat Mobile as well in P3, just watching the battle ahead, looking for a chance. Lexi is through on Banana down into P5 now, but he's got a nice sort of breathing space to Jalen, who's 2.7 behind him there. B right up into P7. He is pushing, chasing Jalen down here. He has got Lewis W putting the pressure on him from behind. Looks like UD is in the pit again. This time he's getting his wing changed, so he must have had a bit of minor damage there beforehand. Nathan coming up to Fear Jack now. These guys started off in a really good position, but whether it's through mistakes or incidents, they've both tumbled down the order here, so they'll have their own little battle. P15 and P14. That is B right through on Jalen. I missed that, but he's through, coming into turns 1 and 2. And Rapid and Dennis and Jack now all on the back of B right. There's a nice train here going on. They will be in a DRS train. Oh, sorry guys. Hang on. Oh, sorry. I would have sneezed down the mic, but Dennis is going for it on Rapid. He is neck and neck, wheel to wheel. Looks like Rapid is just about holding it, but now Dennis is going to have the inside line. And he is just ahead, heading down towards the start-finish straight. Oh my god, what happened to Ben? I don't know what happened to Ben, but oh god, they're still battling it out here. I'll have to find out what happened to Ben after the race because I completely missed it with my sneezing. But Dennis now on the back of Lewis, Jalen, Rapid and Jack. Nath is looking to close that gap up to F7R Jack here. Just slowly eating the time away, and B Right's now 9 seconds behind Nath, so I'm really not sure. I must have missed something big with Ben there, so sorry about that, Ben. I didn't manage to catch it on stream. Dennis having a really good recovery drive up into P7 already, and he's looking to make the move for P6. You can see his teammate of Banana down the road. I believe that car ahead is actually the reserve of UD. He does get out of the way as Lewis and Dennis come through. Lewis is going to be a sit in ducks. Dennis has DRS enabled. Dennis through on Lewis, and Jalen looking to come up as well, but I just don't know if he'll have enough track to make the move into turn 1. No, he slots in behind Lewis. Dennis now leading this train, and he's going to try and push to close that gap up to Banana ahead of him. Louis and Reese trading places for the lead of this Grand Prix. Nat Mobile still sat there in P3. He's quite happy to... Oh, just a little love tap there with Louis. It's now wheel to wheel to come. Yeah, no, he's going to slot in behind. That's a good idea. I wouldn't want to go side by side there either. That little tap, and battling action has just given Reese a bit of breathing room whenever he's used a bit of his battery just to gain that gap. So yeah, almost out of DRS range. You might just hold it here, Louis. We'll see as they come towards start-finish straight. He does. He just manages to stay within DRS, so that is lucky for Louis. Although he just lagged massively behind. He's now sort of in the middle of Nat Mobile. That is unreal. So he's driving inside of the Porsche Racer at the moment. There you go. That lag spike has cost him though. He's now just over that 1 second mark. Reese has managed to pull away a little bit there. We have a VSC. Everyone having to drive to their delta just cools the race down a little bit. So you'll see who the biggest gainers are off the start of this race. So Reese and Louis have been trading positions all race. Nat Mobile has been in that third place the majority of this race, but he has gained 3 positions from the start, with Lexi and Banana both losing out on 1 each. See Dennis having a recovery drive up 9 positions so far, and Lewis W up 7 positions. Jaylin and Rapid up a couple of positions each as AJ Mackey speeds into the pit lane, and F7R Jack having a brilliant recovery drive as well, up 8 positions himself. So Nathan Clark has lost out on a couple of positions. A few people are going into pits now. Oh, sorry. Let's see who is going to take their pit stop. Oh no, is that Nat Mobile who got a drive-through under the VSC, which has ended now, but a few people did take that opportunity to get in and get their pit stops, but Nat Mobile has just missed out and gone slightly over Delta, I imagine. So that is huge. Reese obviously decided to pit, so Louis is now leading this race with Lexi just behind. Nat Mobile's got to be kicking himself there with the drive-through. Banana still in P4 with his teammate of Dennis, who also stayed out on those hard tyres in P5. We'll take a quick look at the tyres actually. So yeah, the hard runners staying out. A few of the medium runners decided to pit, and Reese is some front runners of those who did pit. Surprised that Dylan's AI stayed out on those softs. But there we have it. There you go, Nat is still racing Lexi, even though he has to take that drive-through. So we'll see when he decides to go in for that. Luckily it was a VSC and not a full safety car, so he's got a little bit of breathing room. Probably won't lose out on too many positions. See Reese closing the gap to the cars ahead, obviously on the fresher tyres. This is coming up to the back of Rapid OG now, 4P7. Oh wow, before they even get to the DRS line, Reese sends it down the inside. Oh, sorry, I was going to seize them. He just sets the fastest lap of the race so far as well. That caught me out. I didn't think he would go for the move there, but he did manage to pull it off. So Banana still chasing Nat Mobile and the front runners. So now obviously with that drive through, but he is battling there with F1 Alexi, and all of this does bring Banana closer into contention there for a podium. These front three have been battling it out most of the race. Lexi's going to go down the inside here. Oh, and the switch back. So Nat Mobile stays ahead. Lexi is now vulnerable to Banana here as well. But Banana's just going to back off, slot in behind. All seems a bit chaotic there. Nat Mobile's got to take the drive-through this lap. So into the pit he goes to serve his drive-through. We'll see where he comes out. So Dennis now up into P4. Reese into P5 there, and Nath Clark in P6. Let's see if he's going to stick with Reese. So I'm not sure where Nat's going to come out. He's just ahead of Lewis. Is he? No, it's not Lewis, that's Yudi. So he's actually got a lot of clean air ahead of him. So he can just get some laps in. Try and make up for that drive through. He's not really got anyone too close behind him as well. Lewis is a couple of seconds off. So at the moment, Louis is pulling away. They've got some fully flag back markers ahead. So yeah, I don't know if Louis got some DRS there, but he's hovering around the 1 second mark. These guys are trying to stick with him. They don't want to let him pull away and get out of DRS range. Dennis must have got through on Reese. Or were they? I don't know. Well, Reese is on the right on the back of Dennis, so these guys will probably have a bit of a battle now. So you see some yellow flags in sector 3. I think that is just Yudi moving out of the way, letting people through. Here comes Reese. Going to make a move down the inside into turn 1 on Dennis. A little tap there, but here they go through turns 1 and 2, and yet Reese is ahead. Dennis on the older hard compound, just not going to fight that too hard. Slot in behind Reese. Let's see how he does. Everyone else pretty spaced out. You got B right on the back of F7R Jack here. He's got such straight lines. That's a really bad camera. He's through on Jack anyway. I kind of wanted the, you know, like that view, yeah. So B right is through on Jack. Jack's going to stay on the back of his fellow lead director and good friend. And they've got Fear Jack closing in on them as well there. So got F7R Jack, F7R Fear Jack, and P13 and P14. Lewis has managed to really close that gap up to Nat Mobile, actually. It was 2.6 last time I looked, and now he is within DRS range. Banana is in the pits. Well, he was losing out on a couple of positions there, but he is in the pits, making his pit stop. So Nath Clark now up into P5. Rapid OG gaining a position there as well. We'll see where he comes out. Actually not even entirely sure who's pitted. So yeah, Lewis has pitted. So yeah, Banana coming out in P10. Banana carrying Dennis. Dennis is still yet to make a pit stop, but obviously yeah, he didn't have the best of luck in the sprint, so he did have a big drive to do today. So Reese in P3, right? That's not what I want to do. That's what I want to do. Because the front runner of those who's made pit stops, and obviously everyone else is still yet to pit. He's now back up into P2. So these guys all having to make a pit stop at some point. F1 Lexi now does. So Lexi's into the pits. Nath is pushing up to close on Dennis. And we've got Jalen on the back of Lexi, who's come out on cold tyres. So Jalen is going to look to take advantage of that. Doesn't quite pull it off though. He is looking. They got Banana just behind as well, who's got fresher tyres. And they're warmer. He's not on an outlap. Yeah, Jalen has got a penalty. They'll try and cling to Lexi there. Lexi looking to push up towards Lewis, who is right on the back of Nat Mobile. So I don't think Nat has pitted. He did have to take that drive through, but I don't think he's actually made a pit stop yet. Whereas I think Lewis has. Oh, Rapid gets 5 seconds for being too rapid into the pit lane. There goes Lewis on Nat Mobile. He's up into P5. Jalen's still right on the back of Lexi. Banana as well. Sticking it out there in P9. So yeah, Rapid with that 5 seconds. He's on to hards now, but he is going to have that 5-second penalty. Be right gets a 3-second penalty as well. That is for track limits. So the battle continues. Lexi closing up to Nat Mobile 2. Just outside of the DRS range of Lewis, so he's going to be a little bit vulnerable here. Lexi with that DRS has managed to close that gap up now to 0.4. Banana is through on Jalen. There he goes, up into P8, the Lotus Racers, and Nath Clark is now having his pit stop. See where he comes out in comparison to the rest of these guys that have pitted. There goes Lexi on Nat Mobile. These guys have traded places a few times this race, but Lexi is now up into P5. So Nat is in P6. Banana looks like he's just made it through on Jalen as well, and Nath Clark is going to come out 7 seconds behind these guys. So yeah, that obviously the undercut worked really well for everybody there. So stay on board with this little train. Everyone else is quite spaced out on track actually. I can see Reese is pushing to close that gap up to Louis, but he's still just over a second off as Lexi's making a move here on Lewis. F1 Lexi back up into P4. As I say that, and oh no, Louis didn't pit, did he? So Louis is into the pits. Reese is now back into the lead of this race. I think he's got quite some gap behind him as well. 6 seconds now to Dennis, who I believe still does need to pit. Yeah, Dennis still yet to make a pit stop as well. So it's nearly 16 seconds between Reese and the next driver that's had a pit stop, which is F1 Lexi. So he is way out in front, running away with this. I think we'll probably see Dennis go onto the softs towards the end though. He's managed to do that strategy a couple of times and it's really worked for him, so we'll see if it does around Spain. Yeah, Lewis just dropping a little bit back from Lexi now. Louis Baptiste has come out on the softs, right into the thick of things. He's got Nat Mobile right on his tail and he is pushing to try and get Banana here. He's going to have that DRS. Banana will not, and Banana is flashing. So Louis looking to go down the inside, but Banana's not going to make this easier for him. He has got his teammate of Dennis ahead that he's got to think of, but Louis on those softs, just so much more grip. He's back up into P5, so he's got 4 more positions to get back up to the front of this race. So we'll see how he does. Position change there, Nat Mobile into the pits. So Nath Clark sets the fastest lap of this race. He's there in P8 with a little bit of space ahead of him and behind him now. So not much to worry about now that Nat Mobile's making that pit stop. Yeah, we'll stay on board with Louis. He's chasing down Lewis W here, who's also flashing. Oh, she nearly hits the gearbox of Lewis W. There is Louis versus Lewis. And you can see he just wants to get past the reserve driver here. So much quicker on those fresh softs. There he goes, on the straight. DRS enabled, and he's through on Lewis W. So Lewis is probably going to want to try and at least get a little bit of DRS activation from Louis ahead. As you can see, he's pulling away rapidly, and again a little bit of a lag spike from Louis, so he came backwards a little bit there, but this time not into another car. So yeah, Lewis does get some DRS, but I don't know if that's going to help him, because Banana is flying on this straight. The straight line speed, they're both flashing. I don't know where the straight line speed is coming from, but Banana does manage to make the move on Lewis W, and he's up into P5. Just trying to follow Louis through here. Don't know if Lewis will give it up that easily. You can see him trying to go a long way around. He's not got enough to do it there. Ooh, they're sliding. It's a slidey track as you get a bit tyre wear here in Spain. So, yeah, still Lewis and Banana the closest battle on track at the moment as UD's into the pits. Reese is into the pits. Reese from the lead of this race has gone into the pits on lap 22. Surely Dennis does now. No, Dennis has stayed out on those hards. Reese has gone in for the softs. Louis and Lexi have gone through, and Banana, and Lewis W, and Nath Clark. Where's he coming out? Reese is coming out in P7 on those fresh softs. He's obviously just seen how Louis Baptiste has managed to work his way back up the grid and thought he's going to cover him off and go onto the softs himself. To see how this will if this will pay off for Reese. But yeah, he's now got a bit of work to do, just about 10 laps to do it. Dennis still yet to pit. He's now in the lead of this race, but not yet pitted, the Lotus driver. So we've got some yellow flags in Sector 1. Who's that? There's a red car, but it's not Reese, so that's lucky. So Reese is through on Lewis. He's now on the back of Nath Clark. Yeah, you can just see the grip advantage. He's not going to fight that, Nath. He's like, oh, fresh softs. Yeah, just try and stick on the back of him. Dennis finally into the pits for the softs, which means F1 Lexi is in the lead of this Grand Prix, but he's got Louis Baptiste there on the softs. He's managed to get caught up, and he's all the way in P2 and within DRS range of the race leader. Banana is still sitting in P3. He's got Nath Clark just about half a second behind him, and Reese is just pushing Nath around. He's going to want to make quick work of these two so he can get through and chase down Louis and Lexi for the race lead. Dennis is about 10 seconds off Reese at the moment. Let's see, we've got a little train here. They are a DRS train behind Banana. He goes a little bit wide there as well. That just gives the opportunity for Nath to stick his nose down. He doesn't manage to pull it off going around the outside though, so he's back behind Banana here as they go towards the start-finish straight. So Banana is not going to have DRS, so we'll see they both manage to get him here, I think they will. They are. Banana is just absolutely swamped. Reese comes out ahead. Nath slots in behind him. Banana loses 2 positions before he gets to turn 1. It's like Jalen's gone into the pits for some softs as well. Spearjack gets a 3-second time penalty there. We've got Nath Clark just going through the back marker of Undertaker Dylan's AI. He's going to try and stick with Reese. Banana already dropping off of Nath a little bit there. Reese can see Lexi and Louis ahead. He's got a 4-second gap to close in 9 laps, so it's probably doable. Wouldn't be for me, but I'm sure it'd be for Reese. They are Fear Jack coming up on Jalen here too as they come through sector 2. I think Jalen has just picked for those softs, so he's going to start to pull away from Fear Jack here actually. It's resets the fastest lap of the race so far. Yeah, everyone's sort of spacing out a little bit now. Reese is closing that gap rapidly, down to 3 seconds now. Spear Jack has gone into the pits as well. Oh god, he just disappeared. No, he's coming out on softs, I think. Yeah. It's a problem, a lot of people switch to the mediums under the VSC, and that obviously just didn't last to the end of the race. They're switching them for the softs now. Even though Lexi is on those hards, still managing to keep with Louis here. Still around the same gap, so he's doing well on those. But Reese is, say, rapidly closing that gap now. He's down to 2.9 seconds behind Lexi. And Dennis is 4 seconds off his teammate. Plenty of breathing space behind to Rapid OG. Nat Mobile there, nearly within DRS range of Rapid. Obviously Rapid does have a time penalty, but I'm sure Nat will want to make this move on track. I think you might see Rapid, if he manages to be just behind that Ghost for the detection zone, get a benefit of DRS there. No, he just missed out. So yeah, Nat closing in on Rapid OG. Orbit is sliding just a little bit. Let's see if he can make the move on the straight. They both have sort of pinky blue cars here. But yeah, Nat gonna get the DRS. Oh, he just slots back in behind though. I don't think he's got the straight line speed, even with the DRS. They'll be wheel to wheel into turn 1 though. Here they go. And yeah, Nat is through on Rapid, who has really rapid straight line speed. He'll be sitting in behind Nat now. Both of them pretty low on their batteries. Dennis is now within DRS range of Banana. His teammate head is on the older hard compounds. I'm sure we will see team orders here at Lotus Racing as they head towards the start-finish straight. don't think Banana's going to fight off his teammate. Dennis goes past and says thank you very much for his teammate letting him through. Banana will now try and stay on the back of Dennis if he can, but he is obviously on those older tyres. Reese has caught up to Lexi, who's dropped behind a little bit from Louis, so he was keeping that consistent. And no, Reese! Oh, cheeky reset to track from Reese. I'm sorry we saw that, mate, but Nath Clark is through. Reese with that slide out is so costly for him. He's in P4, he's got to make that time up again. He's got 5 laps left to do it. Nath Clark is through. He lost about 5 seconds of that. And now he's got Dennis as well, 2 seconds behind him. You can see him in the distance there. Both Lotus races in P6 and P5. So at the moment, Louis nearly 3 seconds in front here. So they're going to lap 29. Just got to keep it tidy, I think. Lexi doing very well on the old hards. It's got 4 seconds breathing room to Nath, who Reese is closing back up to now. Yudi gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Yeah, Banana not able to keep with Dennis. He's just dropped off a little bit there from his teammate. Everybody's just sort of having their own race here. Louis still pulling away as well from Lexi, so still putting in the laps there. We'll stay on board with Reese because this is the closest battle on track at the moment. So see whether he can chase down Nath Clark. He does, he makes the move, and I'm sorry I was distracted. Reese is through on Nath Clark. He's still got a 4-second gap up to Lexi, but he's through and got that P3 position. Dennis is still looking to close that gap. 2 seconds off Nath ahead. I do think Nath has a time penalty though. I think it's 3 seconds. It is a 3-second time penalty. So yeah, looking like Dennis has got P4 as long as he keeps it clean. He is closing the gap as well. Nath will be looking to come back at Reese here, I think. I'm not sure how long these softs last for. So, that's someone going off track just to get out of the way. Doesn't want to interfere with the battle of the front runners. So thank you very much, whoever that was. Yeah. Straight line speed from Nath. He's really closing it up, and he is past Reese into turn 1. He's now looking at the back end of Nath again. I bet he's sick of the sight. Dennis is just closing that gap ever so slightly, lap by lap. We've got 2 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Louis Baptiste out in front is pushing even more that gap, so 3.5 seconds ahead of P2 now. Lexi's got about 3.5 seconds breathing room as well. So here we go, we're on the last couple of laps. Lewis now right on the back of Jalen. We'll see if he can make any moves for the end of this race. Yudi is into the pits again. Here we go. Lewis really closing the gap up. Surely he's going to go for the move on the start-finish straight. Just as Reese did, so Reese back ahead of Nath again. And these guys battling. Dennis is now only 1.5 off of these two. There's 2 laps remaining, so could we see a last-minute move from Dennis here? To wait and see. Jalen is chasing down Rapid, and Lewis is chasing down Jalen. Sort of 3-car train here as we go onto the penultimate lap. Obviously Jalen and Rapid do have time penalties ahead, so Lewis is pretty much guaranteed that P8 position. He keeps it clean and within limits through the last few laps. Dennis now within DRS range of Nath. Oh, he does get a snap, but he manages to keep control of the car here as they go on to the last lap. Just wondered who that was. It's a back marker behind him. But it was Banana. There we go. Reese through on Nath into turn 1. See if he can keep it through the lap. I don't think Nath's going to let it go easy. These guys have been battling it out. And it's been great to see as you just see everyone having to slightly correct. You get a lot of wheel spin skidding on this track with the tyre wear. Yeah, Nath looking to take that back from Reese on track as he just rides the curve there and again spins, skids across the track. Dennis is still just half a second off. He's probably happy just to sit behind. He knows that Nath's got that time penalty. Here they go. That is Louis Baptiste, your race winner here in Spain. Kept it calm and collected and took that P1. F1 Lexi bringing it home in P2 with Reese in P3. Dennis taking P4 with the time penalty from Nath, which drops him down to P5. F7 Banana just sitting on the grass again, but P6 from Banana is a great race from him. Up next we do have Nat Mobile in P7. Jalen crossed the line in P8 but loses it to Lewis due to that time penalty, and Rapid OG bringing it home in P10. F7R Jack started at the back of this grid but manages to gain 8 positions up into P11. Fear Jack coming home in P12. Nathan in P13, B Right in P14, UD in P15, and Kim in P16. See, Dylan didn't race due to his pedal issues, so his points will be excluded from the feature. Yeah, there we have it. Oh god, I can hear my partner snoring in the background and I hope you guys can't. There we go, we have Louis Baptiste on the top step for the Spring Grand Prix. I don't think I'm going to do... Oh no, I think I will. Yeah, why not? We will do interviews, guys. So if Louis wants to hop in the comms box, I think Reese is already in, and I'm not sure what Lexi is on. But if you're on PS, let me know and I'll shoot you an invite. We'll just have a look at the pit stops so you can look at the tyres. Lovely. And, oh, no, that's what I want. There we go. See everyone's pit stops. There's a lot of pit stops for you, D. And the race results as well.
think I would have got the sprint results, but we will look through them just in case. Awesome. Right, I'm just going to shoot Louis a quick invite. So, yeah, Louis joined. Yeah, so we'll start with Reese then. You managed to come back to P3 after your spin there, Reese, but talk me through your race because it looked like it was a fun one until that point.
Yeah, to be honest, Red, I'm quite disappointed with myself after that race. Qualifying, yeah, was a strong point, but I normally have strong qualifyings, as you know. I had got pole last week as well. But yeah, sprint race was good. I was frustrated with myself though because I counted the wrong amount of laps left after the safety car, so I let Lewis through back on the penultimate lap, hoping to get DRS from him. So that wasn't great, and then we had a bit of a battle into the final lap, which was good. Got a bit aggressive at the end though, but it was racing at the end of the day. And then in the race, I felt like I had the advantage. Started on the hards, I was keeping up with Louis, and then the safety car, the VSC came in, so I gambled for the mediums. My plan was always to go mediums, and hope there wasn't going to be a safety car, because I felt like people who could have, I'm not saying people like going to cause a safety car, but incidents that might occur, I feel like there's been an eliminated factor at that point in the race. So I pitted, I gambled, and then just before the people who stayed out to pit window, I was about 2.5 seconds behind Louis, which was good for me. So I continued on. I waited for Dennis to pit to go an extra lap further than him because I knew he wouldn't undercut me because the gap was around 7 seconds. And then I on the soft side, I was catching up Lexi and Louis at a rate of not. You know, I got DRS on Lexi by if I didn't spin that lap. So yeah, very bad mistake for me, which ultimately cost me the race win. But I'm very happy to bring it back to a podium, Red.
Yeah, we did. We were on board with you when you had that slip, and it was just so crucial in your race because, as you say, you were really catching them back up on those softs. But yeah, you lost about 5 seconds there, and you managed to recover it and come up to P3. So yeah, great drive from you, and obviously had a lot of great battles along the way too. So yeah, such a shame, but it was a really good race from you.
Yeah, cheers, Red, and great comms yet again.
Thanks, mate. So move on to our race winner of Louis Baptiste. Yeah, brilliant race from you as well, Lewis. I say you guys were battling a lot at the start, but you really ran away with it at the end. So just talk us through your race.
Hi, just to check, is my mic alright? Because we've had issues with it before.
I can hear you fine, and I'm assuming you've got your share audio on, have you?
Let me just check.
Because I'm not listening to the stream.
Yeah,
Yeah, it should all be good then.
So, quality, yeah, usually my strong point as well. It was a nice fight with Reese. I gambled at the end, hoping to stay on the front row of quali to retire because I wanted to save a set of softs for the race. The plan was always to go medium soft. And in the sprint, just battling with Reese all race, it was lots of fun. Nice last lap battle, aggressive but fair. I came out on top and then started first for the race. Start on the medium, saw that restart on the hard. So I expected to have a bit more pace than him, but that just didn't come to me. So I knew that I would have to try and take my mediums on a bit further until his hards would run out, or just hope for a safety car or something. VSC came out, Reese box, and I thought, to be honest, to begin with, I thought that was a mistake from him, but the pace advantage on new freshers mediums was just really, it was a really big, really clear to see. He ended up like 1.5 seconds behind me just before I boxed. And yeah, I just pushed on from there, getting past, making like lots of overtakes, just trying to get as big as an undercut to Reese as possible. And then he boxed, and he was cashing me a lot. To be fair, I think we would have had about 2 laps at the end maybe of battling for the race win. I did come out on top in the end due to a mistake from Reese. It's not really how I want to win it, but I'm happy that I did. So yeah.
Yeah, it was a really good race and good strategy call from you as well. Yeah, of course, we had a few reserves as well that were battling with you guys. But I haven't got them in comms box yet. But yeah, really entertaining to watch, especially the top 4, top 5 throughout the start of the race. It's just brilliant racecraft to see from all of you, which is really refreshing. It's lovely. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And do make sure you got a realistic race on Wednesday, Reese, this week, or is it a break?
No, break week. We're back in Baku next week.
Okay, so we'll be back on Sunday, guys, for bronze at 10 a.m. So do make sure that you tune in for that and enjoy the rest of your week.